Alright, let me get around here. This is ICA, Igor's Cable Access, always unedited, never rehearsed. And remember, as always, I need one like, one subscriber. Will that be you? I truthfully doubt it, because we all know there's better things out there. It feels good to let the truth out. ICA, take it or leave it, but truthfully, you're better off. I'm not kissing ass for subscribers. I'm telling you, you're better off without this and your subscriptions. Anyways, in this video, for those that watch, we're going to be talking about a band called Code Orange. Now, who the hell is Code Orange? I was asking the same question until the other day. Now, in this video, I see a lot of action figures. I see a lot of 80s props. I see a lot of things that were lost and forgotten. But the music in the band sucks. Let's check this out. What was this song called? Autumn and Carbine. Autumn and Carbine. That kind of sounds like a Tango and Cash ripoff. You know, Autumn and Carbine. Like these two crime-fighting girls come together and save the world. I don't know. Let's just see this. Alright. Code Orange. Sounds like that stuff we used to have to clean the bathrooms with. Alright, here we go. Had to go to the beginning. Now this has got like a Poltergeist wannabe. I got sucked in the TV theme thing going on. Yeah. This is why you should never access the dark web. Because you'll be sucked into videos that suck like this one. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm convinced this band sucks. Now, I just wanted to say, we was talking about action figures. This right here is, people think this is like some kind of a video game look, but the truth is, that is, what was his name? Not Captain Captain Power. Almost called him Captain Planet. Captain Power. That is the Captain Power look. Yeah, this isn't, you know, Game Fuel look. Long ago in the prehistoric time of the 1980s, there were action figures called Captain Power. And you could actually hook them up to your TV and shoot little guns, and you had like a little tape that went into VCR, and you could actually just look it up on YouTube. I remember when it was actually out there. I remember the commercials. But these look like Captain Power action figures. They had these things in the middle of them, and you could stick trippy lights to them. But anyways, they were about that tall. They wasn't big. But this is where they remind me of Captain Power action figures. They didn't last long, but they were cool. Just check them out. Not this band of figures. Alright, now let's go back to the other amazing things in this video. Turn it up just a little bit. I can't even hear this. Yeah, there's Captain Power and the Micronauts, I guess. Now they go to an update lab and turn into different action figures. Now, if you take a good look at this, they remind me of another kind of action figures. Captain Skyhawk. You remember? Captain Skyhawk figures were neat. They were a little bit taller, but they could spin around, and they were real colorful. Yeah, they were like glittery and shiny and neat and silver and gold and stuff. And yeah, Captain Skyhawk was neat. This right here is a Captain Skyhawk lineup. If you grew up in that time and you had things like this, or you seen it, or you saw the commercials, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. Some people are sitting there going, and some people are like, oh, he's right. There might just be one of them, but damn it, I know you're out there. Let's see another. Or some more, or something. Action figure music. Here we go. Yeah, that's Captain Skyhawk. That's Captain Power. We got the Captain Toys going on here, man. Okay. Now, something about this video. Now we look at these things right here. Okay, see those things right there? Something about this video is kind of neat to watch, but the music and everything still sucks. But this is kind of neat because this reminds me not of a stormtrooper like you people are thinking, one of them clone troopers. It looks like a Centurion. Those Centurion figures were neat too. Now they were taller, and man, the bad guys were cool because you could like take them apart and they had these real mean faces. They were cyborgs and they were neat. But that right there looks like one of the good guy Centurions, or maybe a Mantek. Remember I don't know why I keep thinking he's still here. But Mantek, you know, they could come apart and they were neat. You could switch them all up. Mantek figures were neat. This might be your Centurion Mantek kind of thing going on. And your Crystar figure, whatever the hell those things were called. All right. That's right. Mantek. That's right, baby. Centurions. I see it. Let's see some more of this. My goodness. Okay, those look like Micronauts. Alright, now the Micronaut Nation. Now I'm just kind of freaked out about what's going on, because that is pretty damn trippy, man. You got a punk rocker that just came from out of nowhere and started dancing in front of these Micronauts. And that really freaks me out. Kind of like a Flash Gordon Black Hole Micronaut action figure. Let's see some more of this. But that just tripped me out. Unexplainable punk dancing. Alright, there's Captain Skyhawk. And there's that thing that freaked me out. Okay, they got off of them, and I don't want to look at that. That freaks me out. But the aliens, they look like Power Lords. You remember? Never mind. Power Lords were neat figures. They were real dinky and delicate, but that alien reminds me of that one Power Lord figure. I can't remember his name, but he had like a yellow dinosaur head, and he had a blue body, and this little suit, and all this stuff. He reminds me of that. That should have been the unmade, unproduced Power Lord figure. Anyways, all I can talk about is action figures, but this band Code Orange, they suck. This has been your boy Igor. Until next time, take it, leave it. But make sure you choose your action figures wisely when you put them in your video. I'm out. Yeah, I could totally do without this thing, whatever it is here.